Welcome to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program, or we'll buy it. If you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
Well, hey, everybody. Today I want to share with you like some of the economic indicators that we take a look at. A lot of times people, like a big one is unemployment. Unemployment, especially here in Hawaii, is at an all-time low. But one of the things I want you to keep in mind is that sometimes it can never get to zero. Do you know why unemployment can never get to zero?
Because there's always going to be jobs available.
Yeah, there'll always be jobs available, but they've actually, economists have mentioned it, but there just are people that choose not to work.
Yes.
So keep that in mind when you're looking at the unemployment numbers, that there's people out there that just choose not to work. Anyway, speaking of choosing not to work, what I do is I pay my kids to read books.
Yes.
And if you have kids in college and you don't think you're paying your kids to read books, you are. You're just paying the college, and then the college is providing the books. So I'm going to share with you two books that I had my children read. I'll actually pay them. I'll pay them $100 to read these books. And I'll tell you, these two books are probably going to be more impactful on their future adult lives than any and all of the books that they're going to read in college, because what the books you're reading in college are there to teach you a specific skill. You know, economics, math, computer science, political science, business. But one of the things that I've realized is that in being a self-employed business person, that you constantly got to look at ways to improve yourself so that you can do a better job, with your team members, your family, and everything else. And by the way, reading these books is like squeezing an orange at work versus squeezing an orange at home. In both areas, if you squeeze an orange at home or at work, Adrienne, what comes out of the orange?
Orange juice.
Orange juice. So the success that your kids will learn, I'll tell you too, these two books, I know from reading these books when I was older that I wish I had read these books when I was younger. You know, think about all of the dumb things that we do and the big mistakes we had. And it wasn't, you learn something from that experience, but it would have been nicer if you had a little bit more wisdom up inside your head as you came across these situations to either de-escalate it, turn it around, and or completely go from negative to positive. So the two books that I have my kids pay to have them read, and they are also the same two books that we read once a year in our team. What's one of the titles, Adrienne?
Well, The One Thing.
The One Thing by Jay Papasan and Gary Keller. What they talk about is the success principles that they have studied that exist in highly effective and successful people. And they talk about truths. They talk about myths. What's one of the myths in there?
Oh, that multitasking actually makes you more efficient.
Yeah, multitasking is a myth because you cannot actually work on two things at the same time. They actually took a look at the brain, and what you do is you switch back and forth between the two.
Switch tasking. Not really multitasking.
Another big myth, big is bad. Like having a huge business is bad because it's just too many people, too many moving parts. In reality, when you see people that have running big businesses, like we have a large real estate team that's providing a high level of service because we have people in specific roles, and we have leverage for the agents that are working with our clients, including ourselves, Adrienne and myself, that allows them to focus on, and here's one of the truths, the 20%. What is the 20%, or what is the 80-20 rule, Adrienne?
So basically, 20% of like whatever you do will net you 80% of your results. And I want to go back to
not whatever you do, but just to add on, there are 20% of the things that you do that generate 80% of the results. But you wanted to go back to
so that's what I was saying. But I want to go back to talking about our team and that we have specific roles. So we are hiring.
Yes,
we are hiring
listing manager.
Yes, for W-2 roles that will provide, steady.
Explain to them what W-2 means.
Well, steady income. So you get like
a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Paycheck plus bonus.
Yeah.
And then We also have room for some agents as well.
Yeah. Well, let me get back to that W-2 listing manager role. I'm so glad that you brought that up because it is, for us right now, it's our one thing.
Yes.
It's our one
hiring
thing.
And bringing on, hungry, talented people onto the team.
And here's the definition of the one thing. And Gary Keller and Jay Papasan talk about going small. And what it means is it's a focus question. What's the one thing that you can do that if you did it would make everything else either unnecessary or easier? And we do have a listing manager in place. It's our old listing manager, Howard. Thank you for Howard.
Yes.
He's been doing it for 15 years. Jump back in the seat because our current listing manager,
Moved.
military spouse, PCS.
Yes.
God bless America and our military. Anyway, so we're looking for, this is a W-2. You get a paycheck every 2 weeks. So you get a steady Freddy income. You get health benefits. And we hope you like taking care of your health because we'll help you with an F45 membership. What's an F45 membership?
Yep. So we have had F45 on the show before. It's,
Yeah.
a functional training, 45 minutes.
For 45 minutes.
Yeah, we want our people to be
fit.
and healthy and happy. So that's one of the extra perks of that role.
By the way, in that book called The One Thing, they talked about it that there's always wrap-ups at the end of each chapter. And one of them talked about if you want to operate at a high level, you have to take care of your health.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. So eating well, and we have great snacks in the office too,
and group hikes.
Yes. Yeah.
And healthy snacks and all of that good stuff. So we're looking for superstars. Whether you have if you're thinking about getting out of the industry because of the NAR lawsuits, or that the industry is tough, or you're having some struggles and challenges, not making enough money to pay the bills, we have a solution for you because we've taken so many agents who had the license, didn't have the license, took them from a base start point and got them operating at a high level, making enough money to take care of their family and go do fun things and save and take care of retirement.
Yeah. So
we
check
have
us
the
out.
formula.
Yep. So join teamlally.com.
Yeah.
Just head on over there and fill out the form, and we'll see if we're a good fit.
So here's the deal. The other book is, what is the other book that we as a team read once a year?
How to Win Friends and Influence People.
In the Digital Age, so which is the newest
and
version.
We're currently reading that right now.
That book was written by Dale Carnegie back in the 20s and 30s. What he did was he interviewed close to a couple hundred highly successful people all across the country. Now, you got to understand, back then and there, he had to go get on a train, get on a buggy, get on a stagecoach.
A lot more effort to connect.
Get on a bus. Yeah, he had to get on a lot of transportation, write letters, call people on the phone. There was no internet or Googling people or checking out their social media. He had to do it the hard way. And what he found is that these highly successful people had the same success skills. And what you'll find in that book, that even till today,
they still apply.
They are timeless skills that I will tell you right now. I read it in my mid-20s. I wish I had read it when I was in high school. It should actually be made requirement of our...
someone who has these types of skills that we're talking about is our next guest.
Yes, he will. If he hasn't already, he is promising to read the book called The One Thing, and he is promising to read the book How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age, because he wants to even get better at where he's at, which is pretty good, but he wants to strive for greatness. Who is this?
So that would be Jake with Go Local Powur.
Jake, what's up?
Aloha, fam. How are we?
Good. What's the latest with going green with our energy?
Well, I have some news. We're in August, right?
Yeah.
And on July 30th, we know that the 30th and 31st, well, the 1st of August was brought in dark by many of you out in East Oahu and East Honolulu, Hawaii Kai, Kahala area. There was a ton of power outages that made the news. Everybody was out of power. They knew that they were out of power.
Yeah.
And many of those people had no backup power at their house. They had no solar on their home. So they were knocking on doors that did have power, and they were wanting to party at their house.
They were hot and sweaty.
They were hot and sweaty. Welcome to summertime.
What happened? What was with all these outages? What was the story behind it?
Yeah, Hawaiian Electric has been losing power, and they've been losing power due to just all the different mandates that they put out on their Instagram. You guys can see the different outage areas where once they hit a certain amount of wind, they just power down, and it leaves all the people in that area, in the high wind areas and in designated locations without power until they're able to turn those and power those back on.
And explain,
so we're getting
Jake,
a ton of calls.
Yeah, explain to people why is HECO doing that now? Because we are actually in the 1 year anniversary of this event.
Yeah, so as you guys know, August 8th was the largest urban wildfire, destroyed more structures out in Lahaina, west side of Maui, and we're coming up on that, just in one day. So it's August 7th.
Well,
today,
this
August
month,
8th, marks the 1 year, 1 year anniversary. So, Hawaiian Electric, and all of that has made the news, and there's different allegations about what started the fire, but what we do know is there was a fire. And in order to mitigate risk of any of the wires from Hawaiian Electric in happening at all, where they cross,
is de-energizing those lines.
They de-energize those lines. So that's their process to try to mitigate risk. And now we live. If you're in those zones where there's high wind, or where there's historic high winds, you're just going to be without power out in Makaha.
Unless, of course, you've got your battery.
Unless you have so you're not playing the song by Flo Rida. It's getting hot in here because you have a solution to being hot. What is your solution to being hot and sweaty?
This battery program.
Yeah, tell us about it.
What's the latest?
So the newest on the battery program is whether you got solar on your house before and you want to add a battery, you can add a battery. The Tesla Powerwall 3 is an awesome new battery. It just came out this year, and it's just really taken over the market. Homeowners are loving it. It's a great, safe battery for the homes that can be added on to existing solar systems on the home. And then for people who have no power from solar on their home, no panels at all, no batteries
starting
at all.
Starting from zero?
There is, they get starting from scratch. There are programs right now that if you qualify, you can get panels and batteries up on your roof at zero cost to you for that install, and then you can swap to owning your power rather than renting it from Hawaiian Electric. Every monthly bill that you used to pay for Hawaiian Electric is now going to own your system and then build equity and build value into your home through the financing partners and opportunities that are currently available.
Hey,
I actually did that on my house.
You did that because you had net metering. You added the batteries.
And more panels. And then I got my tax credits. And so by adding these extra panels, because my old panels were not functioning as well as they once were, they're kind of older, maybe 10, 15 years.
Yeah, the knees, they had bad knees, bursitis.
So Jake came in and assessed everything and got me he right-sized the amount of panels and added this battery system. Yeah. And now, I don't have I have zero, very low electric bill, like $8 or $10, whatever it is.
$10?
So whatever that low charge is.
That's pretty good because their youngest is playing video games all the time.
And my AC's always cranking. I keep it at, between 72 to 76.
She has meat hanging up in her living room. It's so cold.
But then my only bill is just just to pay for the system, which is way less than any kind of electric bill.
Yeah, I would estimate, because we sell a ton of homes, the electric bill for the size of the house you have probably be like $800-900 a month. Easily.
Yeah, and then I'm paying just under $300 a month just for the system. So
noise.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, Jake, can you say noise?
Noise.
There you go. Thank you very much.
So, we encourage our listeners, if you don't already have a battery or if you haven't right-sized the amount of panels, you definitely want to connect up with Jake, our expert we trust.
In the solar.
With Go Local Powur. He's awesome. He'll do a whole analysis and make sure that you have, you're making the best decisions.
Hey, Jake, so recap, we still got 30% tax, what is it, a tax credit,
what kind of tax credits are still
till 2030 something federal. And then you got some stuff from state of Hawaii. And so now has never been a time to go green with solar. Yeah.
Yep. State and federal typically can cover about half of the cost.
Nice.
Going solar, which is, you ain't getting no 50% discount from Hawaiian Electric.
Yeah.
So come and give us a look. Let us show you how much you can save this year. and what options you guys can qualify for. So now's the time.
All right.
Thank you, Jake.
Thank you, Jake.
Thanks for that reminder.
You're welcome.
Jake.
Appreciate it. All right.
Aloha, guys.
All right, so if you're in I'm not sure what he's going to be talking about, but this would be something we'll put before him because it is becoming a big concern. And it is kind of connected to the Lahaina Fires Tours.
Yes.
That insurance.
That is a big topic of discussion.
Not only hurricane insurance.
Not only in Hawaii, but like I think, I see like chatter nationwide.
Yeah, about the insurance.
Yes.
All right, so our insurance expert that we have on the show and we've been working with for a long time, does my own personal stuff, Adrienne stuff. Over a decade is, who's that, Adrienne?
That would be Bradley Maruyama of Allstate Insurance.
Hey, Bradley.
Hey, what's up?
What you got for us this week? Yeah.
Well, I was on hold and I was listening to the TV panels. But, what's very important if you do add these TV panels and batteries for these tax credits is to let your insurance person know that you got a new system because we have to add it to your hurricane and homeowners insurance. A lot of people don't realize that it's not inclusive. You want to make sure that you let your insurance person know how many panels, how many batteries, and how much it costs to install so they can make sure that if your house burns or a hurricane comes, that we can go and make you full if that unfortunate loss occurs. So very important to call your insurance agent.
Yeah, it's important to know because your $25,000, $30,000 roof is now $130,000 roof because you got PV on top.
You definitely need to update that in case,
unless you got the money laying around and you don't need the insurance. Don't think so.
It's better just to update. Just update the policy.
Update the policy.
And really important too. I had an insured in Mauna Kea Resort up in Kona, and the association does cover the exterior structure of the property, but when you make additions like putting PV panels on your condo or townhouse, that would come under your own expense as an upgrade. So make sure you let us know even if you're in a townhouse or part of an association.
Let's say just call Bradley, and he'll know what to do.
Hit the easy button. Call Bradley. He's on our page. Experts we trust. Been working with Bradley long time. Local boy. Where were you born and raised?
Here.
I was born at Kapiolani, and I was raised in Aiea.
In Aiea. It's the only city with all vowels. There's too many vowels in that city's name. Aiea.
Middle of the island.
Aiea. And what high school you and graduate from?
Mid-Pacific Institute.
Mid-Pac. You're still going, right? I heard they got on Kikokole football team. I just giving you a hard time. I just giving you a hard time. Okay, no.
Bradley, do you have any other tips for our listeners this week? I know it's been a couple weeks since we've had you on, but anything else you want to remind our listeners about?
Yeah, we always have Duke Kim Han here on the show, and renters insurance is not always mandatory with a property manager. But I always when I tell young people, old people, any type of renter, any walk of life, and I tell them that the insurance is like $90 to $100 per year, $8-9 a month. They're like, "What? It's so cheap." I'm gonna get it because they don't realize how cheap it is. Now, the tip is that it doesn't only cover the contents of your house, but it gives you additional living expense if your house that you're living in burns. So let's take, for example, in Maui, the house that you're living in burned. Where are you going to live now? The landlord will have what's called rent loss insurance, but where does the tenant go? So additional living expenses give you money to go rent someplace until you can find a replacement place to stay. Additionally, a lot of people think that if your contents in your car get stolen, that it's covered under your car insurance. But as a matter of fact, it's covered under your renters. So if you had a laptop and golf clubs, after golf, you went to work, you went golfing. After golf, you guys went to happy hour, and you're parked at Salt Kaka'ako. Someone smashes your window, takes your golf clubs and laptop. That's your renter's insurance or your homeowner's insurance, not your car insurance. For $8-9 a month, that renter's insurance can come in pretty handy.
I think everyone should have renter's insurance if they don't own. Like, they got to call Bradley, just put that in place, and then obviously if you guys are homeowners, just give Bradley a call and he'll, make sure that you're properly covered.
That's it.
Yeah, because, those kind of things happen. This is, what is it, like a crime of opportunity?
Life happens.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. So, all right. Thanks, Bradley.
Thank you for those reminders, Bradley. Very valuable.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good week.
Okay, again, that's Bradley Maruyama from Allstate Insurance. He is an expert we trust. We do have him featured there on the resource page under Experts We Trust.
A lot of times people come to us for all kind of different experts depending on what their needs are, and we always want to maintain a lifelong relationship with our clients. Mm-hmm. And so if you have anything, even if we've never talked with that type of person or that type of scenario on our radio show, give us a call, because you'd be surprised how many people we know across all of the different trades for there was we started talking about it at Keller Williams, like house management or like
household under management.
Household under management. It's a new thing that we're going to be, that we help our, we've always been doing it for our clients. We just never had a name for it.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, there was a client, I think I helped them buy a home. It was maybe 15 years ago. And anytime they need anything, the husband's pretty handy, but I guess he couldn't figure out this one plumbing situation. So he messaged me, I need a plumber. Who do you use for plumber? He's like, I just think anything having to do with my house, I just call Adrienne.
Yeah.
So that's, the kind of relationship that we, want to have with our clients, just to be, an advocate and be helpful.
Yeah. So unlocking savings, here's some top negotiation tactics for a home sale. If you haven't already heard, home buyers are regaining, in some neighborhoods, regaining some negotiating power in today's market. So here's the deal. Being prepared with negotiation know-how can make all the difference, whether you're buying or selling. Understanding what's negotiable can help you maximize your deal, from pricing and repairs to closing costs, appliances. Discover the key levers. I don't even know if I would use the word levers, but just key points that you can pull to unlock savings and make your real estate transactions a success. Adrienne, what are things that in this article they talk about, things you can negotiate during a home sale?
Well, you can always, the price is always up for negotiation.
The price.
So that's, first and foremost. Any kind of home repairs, after you do your inspections, you can either get additional credits or have the seller fix.
Or combination. Now, here's the deal. When you open escrow, that's the first thing you're doing as a buyer, is doing your due diligence and doing a home inspection. And then maybe some other things you can negotiate, fixtures and appliances.
Closing costs. That's a big one, where you can buy down the rates and do different things to help you have a lower monthly payment.
Here's the thing to entice. We have a certified pre-owned program, and one of the things we offer or suggest the sellers offer to the buyers is a home warranty. What's a home warranty?
So basically, you pay a fee and it covers your house for up to a year, and then all of everything in there, as far as the AC, plumbing. Appliances, it's all covered. And in fact, we had a client, this was ridiculous. This guy, he had tenants in there, and he had this home warranty probably for ever since the tenants were in place. So he had the AC completely replaced. He's had all his appliances. Pretty much anything that was covered under that warranty, he was able to get this warranty company to replace as things broke. He was very persistent
and all of that.
It was quite an amazing strategy that he followed.
You can have a home warranty program for you as a seller that transfers over to the buyer. What's neat about this is that I'm going to tell you one secret. Houses, they're real smart. Soon as you go into escrow or you list for sale, stuff starts breaking.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
That's
we don't
how
know
it goes.
how. There's these invisible gremlins that are like, oh, they're getting ready for sale. I think we should break the fan. Yep. Oh, we're in escrow. I think the refrigerator should go kaput and start smoking out the back. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. And you think,
like clockwork.
Are these things waiting to break when we try to sell and go into escrow?
Yes. But you know what? A home warranty would be helpful.
We'll take care of that.
Yep. All right. Well, we are going to take a break.
Yeah. But
stay with us. When we come back, we'll be talking with Maddie Wong of Wong Way Real Estate Academy and Wong Way Driving Academy. See how Maddie
when did you get a lisp?
See how Maddie has guided countless students to success, from earning their driver's licenses and to starting real estate careers. So stay with us.
Yeah, because you don't want to go the Wong way and not come back.
Decades 107.9 playing the greatest music ever made. It's Mornings with Augie. Hey, you know someone that moved to the mainland but left a rental property behind? So Amber wanted to create a new investment opportunities on the mainland, but she had to sell her island rental first. So she reached out to our good friends Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Handling the business virtually with Amber, Adrienne and Attilio came prepared with multiple 5-star selling strategies, including adjusting Amber's selling price expectations, and the home sold in days. If you're in a market to sell your home and you want a team that will make you the most money with the least amount of drama, you can trust our good friends Adrienne and Attilio of Team Lally. Give them a call today, 808-799-9596. That's 808-799-9596. They're trusted. You see these signs all over in my community. Visit teamlally.com today. That's teamlally.com today.
In today's fast-changing real estate market, you need access to the right information to make smart choices. I invest in real estate all over the country, and I rely on smart agents who know their local market inside and out. In Honolulu, I work with Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi. Adrienne, Attilio, and their team sell a home every 72 hours and have over 750 5-star reviews. Go to teamlally.com and find out in just seconds what your home is really worth.
Hey, Sean Hannity here, talking with the only real estate agent in your market I recommend. Adrienne Lally and Attilio Leonardi of Team Lally Real Estate Group of Keller Williams, Honolulu. Now more than ever, buyers and sellers need an expert to navigate this ever-changing market. And what do you do to stand out?
Hey, Sean, we are a team with over 500 plus 4.9-star reviews, over 1,600 transactions under belt, and 20 years in the business. It's going to take a lot of resources to get a home sold today.
What kind of programs do you offer?
Sean, we offer the guaranteed sale, instant offer close in 12 days, $10K for upgrades, love it or leave it, no hassle listing. No matter what situation the client is in, we've got solutions.
Great update. Thank you for keeping us informed. Put the most experience and the best marketing to work for you. Call Team Lally now at 799-9596 or online at teamlally.com. That's teamlally.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening to the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the Guaranteed Sold program, or we'll buy it. I'm Adrienne.
And I'm Attilio.
And if you have any questions, just give us a call at 799-9596 or check us out online at teamlally.com.
By the way, checking us out online, when I said I'm Attilio, I did it just like the Chick-fil-A teenager. I'm Attilio. Anyway, speaking of Chick-fil-A, I want to talk about the deal of the week in Honolulu. Real quick, before we bring on our guest, property highlights, listing price, $720,000. It's a condo, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Key features are
prime location in Salt Lake. It's ideally situated in the heart of Salt Lake, offering easy access to downtown Honolulu.
Spacious and modern interiors.
Abundant community amenities.
And convenient proximity to urban conveniences. It would be so interesting if we actually really talked that way.
It would be.
Good thing we don't.
Okay, so like one other, I just wanted, because we did come from an open house here earlier, and I was quite impressed. Yeah, so this is another deal of the week, and this one's kind of special because there is a jumbo VA.
Like Church Lady Special?
Church Lady Special, jumbo VA loan on this at 3.75%, available for anyone to assume, whether you're veteran or non-veteran.
Nice.
Listed at 3.49. So you basically come in with $500,000.
And it all can be yours.
So if you are like in the $2.5 million price range and you're looking for a home, you could afford this home.
Yeah, it's super nice. You guys got to check it out.
Yeah, 7,000 square feet under roof. It's like a mini resort with a 50-foot long pool.
Specially designed by an architect who originally built it. And that pool is awesome. When you're sitting in that pool, you can literally see all the way the back of Diamond Head, the ocean, everything.
You can even jump off. You can jump off the roof and cannonball into the pool.
Though, disclaimer, we didn't say you would want to do that, but you could.
All right. So now on to our guest.
Yes.
Our guest today was born and raised in Hawaii and attended Mauna Loa schools before graduating from HPU.
Okay.
He founded the Wong Way Real Estate Academy to share a passion for teaching. His career has always focused on guiding others, from helping students navigate college admissions to teaching driving. He's taught two of my children so far to drive. Thank you, Maddie. As a real estate professional, he's also dedicated to guiding families through buying and selling homes. Please welcome our guest, Matthew Wong.
You know, I did something Wong there initially. I missed my cue to come in with the second part of that
You
intro.
did, so I had to save you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aloha, guys.
Hey, Maddie, can
welcome.
you tell we have fun with this radio show?
Oh
Yes,
my gosh.
we do.
You guys are always so fun. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
welcome back to the show.
welcome back to the show.
I know.
So
It's been a while. How's everything? It's been a
been a minute.
2 years, but
yeah,
but it's good to be back.
yeah. I think the last time
We were talking about driving. I think
driving school.
Yeah, I think you had just maybe taught Aiden, and then Nadia was on her way to come see you.
Yes. Yes. Back in 2022. Can you believe it? It's been a couple of years, but yeah, no, a lot has grown from then. We just started another one of our classes. We had almost 100 students in this class for the driving school.
All right.
Yeah, and now we're on our way to start this next venture of the real estate school.
Well, the testimonial for Adrienne's kids is they're still alive and still on her insurance. So good job.
Although they have both had some speeding tickets, but that was not your fault.
That was not your fault. They own it. They were like the Karate Kid, never listen to Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Read the speed limit, stay underneath.
They just needed to touch the stove to make sure, that it was
and
hot.
write the check for the
right.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, expensive lessons, but hopefully lessons learned, yeah?
Yes, it is. All right, so let's talk about the next thing, teaching, educating, getting people
real
up to
estate
speed.
school.
Real estate school.
Yes.
Yeah, tell us the story.
Yeah.
Like, what made you decide, okay, I'm an expert with the driving school. Now I'm going to, do the real estate school. What had you decide to do that?
Yeah, well, as you mentioned in the intro, we're all about education, whether it's, for me in my past career in higher ed, to the driving school, to, what we do in real estate sales. Kind of early on when I was going through my pre-licensing, I'm like, wow, like going through the schooling, I was like, man, I really think I could do something like this. And, it kind of just, as I embark on my 10th year in real estate. I'm just like, wow, I feel like I'm at that time. As you folks know, I run my own team as well, and I want to continue to help produce, really, really great agents to help educate and to serve our community. I think that's so important, especially with what you guys were talking about in earlier with the normalization of the market. We have to make sure that we're serving our community, and I think that's so important.
Yeah. So you're helping them right out of the gate.
And they're probably having fun, too, because what I noticed, not that I was sitting through your driving school, but like I did, I peeked my head in and, Aiden had a lot of fun, having you as the instructor. So you make it fun.
Yeah.
Yes, it's important to have fun.
Sure. I think it's important to not just have fun. I definitely try to make it as fun as possible with, something as maybe not as sexy as real estate law, but, we have to, it's one of those things where we want to make it relatable. I think the thing that makes it stand out a lot is I try to connect as much of the real life real estate to what we're learning in class. That way, when they get to the test, it's like, oh, it's that much more like easy to connect when you see these examples and these questions. But like also, when we get out of the class, it's like, hey, like I have kind of a semblance of at least what direction I should be going into. So I think that's really what we try to do is make it not just fun, but also very relatable. Yeah.
So we, every other month or every 3 months, I don't know what it is, we have a career night.
Yes. The next one is in October.
And we've been doing career nights for, I don't know, maybe 10 years. And I will tell you, it's the same 4 things they all want to know. How much time, what's the time involved to get my license? What does it cost? What does it take to get a license? And it's always those same questions. What do I need to do? But let's talk about that specific part about the real estate
school
licensing, the school, and this course prep. What does that look like? What is the duration of your classes? How long are they? Like how many days and then how much time per day?
Yeah, so we try to keep it really concise. The total amount of time is a 60-hour course. So it's actually compared to, other careers, it's a very, very nominal amount to be in school, which is really, really great. We do a Monday, Tuesday, Thursday night class, and that goes from
about 5:30 to 9, and then all day on Saturday. So that's going to be from like around 9 o'clock to roughly around 4 o'clock. And it's only for a month. So
nice.
That's the biggest time commitment. So we try to keep it pretty concise, and we feel like it's a good amount of time to keep, the attention of the students, but not keep it so long where you're like, oh my gosh, like I'm dreading this class. Again, we try to keep it fun.
Yeah, I know. When I took my broker's license, I'm not going to say who was with. So what I was in person was at one title company in town, and I would hold one. I would put my hand on my side of my head to hold my head up, and then I would put one highlighter in my hand. And when I fell asleep, the highlighter would fall out of my hand, hit the table, and then I would wake up.
Wake you up.
But I know you're not going to have. Your students are not going to need that tip for your class.
No.
Talk about the format. Oh. Is it in person? Is it Zoom? Is it both? What is it?
Yeah, so right now we're currently all on Zoom.
Nice.
One of the things that we learned also with the driving school and coming out of, the pandemic and what we do in real estate sales, it's like, hey, a lot of families really appreciate the online, virtual online where we're able to still have access to a live person, but I can take this from home, right? I don't have to drive into town or have to, drive back.
Traffic.
Yeah, exactly. And that was, one of the big things for before everyone got used to, being on Zoom.
Yes.
Like, oh man, that's the only way you can meet with people. But now we try to make it really accessible. So what's really nice is that we're accessible to everybody in Hawaii. So not just on Oahu, but like Big Island, Maui, anywhere in the state. So
couple tips.
Or even if you're like on the mainland and you're planning to relocate,
to move here,
you can jump on the Zoom and be ready.
Relocating.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
Get on the Zoom. So a couple tips.
So we try to.
Yeah, a couple tips we have for the Zoom school. Number one, dress from the waist up. Dress from the waist up. Number two, if you're going to yell at and verbally abuse your kids, make sure you're on mute. Number three.
What about like the random shirtless people that are walking past in the background?
Yeah, make sure your family walking in the background is fully clothed. That's number three. Number four, if you're using your laptop, shut your camera off if you go in bathroom.
That's a real life
now,
example.
You think I'm making all this stuff up? This is for real. There's a Facebook page for all of this kind of Zoom antics. And you can, no, I don't know if they have, maybe they do have one.
No, these are great tips.
Yes.
But thankfully, the biggest intruders we might have is maybe a pet coming onto screen, but none of that stuff so far, so that's good. Yeah, exactly.
So Maddie, when is the next class starting?
Yeah, so our next class is actually in a few weeks. It's on September 2nd, and it goes till September 8th. So, it's coming up in, not too long, so there's still time to register.
Yeah, and I could be wrong, but I can imagine when you're doing it virtually, there's not a limit to the amount of students you can have, or is there?
No, definitely no limit. So, we definitely encourage, if you or your family members, or friends, definitely invite them to come check us out.
Yeah. And
Maddie, what is the link that they can go to?
What's the link?
To go sign up right now?
I like Go Real Estate School. What's the link?
Fun Zoom school.
Fun Zoom School Real Estate.
Maddie Wong.
Yep.
Yes, wongwayrealestate.com. So you can find us there, and then the registration link is right there on the front page. So you can go and check out our schedule and register.
So September 2nd, it's coming up.
Wong Way Real Estate School.
And Attilio and I were just talking about how we're hiring, and we have administrative roles as well as salespeople roles. So you can go get started.
Let the class know. We're looking for agents, and we're looking for a listing manager, W-2 position, salary, health benefits, F45 membership, and free. If you don't achieve your goals on Fridays, we will beat you.
No. We
stopped that. That was one of the things that went away with the pandemic. It was beating our staff on Fridays. We had to change. We had to adopt. We had to pivot. All right.
Yeah. And one last thing, though, we do have a Team Lally discount code. So if you type in Lally.
What is that one?
Yes. So you'll be able to get $50 off of your course. So we definitely appreciate the Lally team. So if you guys have any other further questions or just trying to get access to that code, reach out to the Team Lally, and they'll be able to hook you up there.
Nice. Thank you so much.
So the access code is just Team Lally, and they put that in, and they get the discount?
Yep. They got to give us a call.
That's absolutely it.
We'll hook them up.
Yeah.
Tell them, and that's the best way to tell. Let Maddie know that you heard about it on the real estate show today, because we know a lot of people listen to the show. Might have some people, their significant others, their kids are like, I don't like go to college and be $130,000 in debt. I'm just going to be a realtor. Nothing wrong with that.
So Maddie, what kind of people do you see coming through your school?
Yeah.
They're all different types, like we have an engineer that's coming in this next class.
Nice.
We have a loan officer who wanted to take the class. We have people that are coming straight out of the finance, like
almost thought you was going to say Compton.
No. and some of them are in college, just trying to learn a side hustle. They kind of see the value of entrepreneurship, especially in this day and age. So they're trying to leverage other skills to help get ahead. So they're all different types. So and we welcome every single one.
Yeah, and on a serious note, besides putting yourself on mute when you're yelling at your kids in the background, what are some serious tips that you would recommend to the students
to prepare,
have a high probability of success in your course? What's some tips for that?
I think the biggest thing is just you put in what you get. Get out what you put into it, right? So, if you're one of those students, this is not one of the ones where like you can just skate by. Like, yes, you can pass my class, but you're not gonna pass the real estate licensing exams, which there's 2 of them, right? You have to pass those, and you can't cheat on those. You can't look off your neighbor, So the more that you put into the course, whether it's reading ahead or asking questions, getting involved in the activities that we're doing, that is really where you're gonna excel. So I think that's kind of the biggest thing for me.
Gotcha. And then, one of the tips we always tell people like that come onto our team or looking to get their license, schedule the test and take it right away.
Yes, as soon as you're done with the school. So like everyone in that class should be scheduled for like beginning of October to take the test.
Like, my mind is like on steel trap. I keep everything in there. No, it's more like on sieve and everything falls out over time. So you take the test right away. I even tell people, schedule it like when your class is going to finish. Schedule it now. That way you're not going to no, schedule it now.
That's what I did when I took my real estate course. I knew when I was going to be done, and so I just made sure because I knew I was like just cramming in so much information, and I didn't want to lose any of it. So it was just boom, finish the class, and then the next day there I was taking the test.
And here she is, 20 years later.
Yep,
she's a realtor.
Yeah, actually a broker.
Broker.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, but she's not broke.
No.
All right. So, Maddie, any last things that you want to share with us?
I wanted to ask. I know we touched on the driving school. When is how often do you hold the driving school academy? And is it Zoom, in person, combination? Tell us a little bit about that before we wrap it up with you.
Yeah. So, same family business, Wong Way, right? We keep it. We learn the Wong
branding.
Way, not the wrong way, right? Yeah. So
he has a list
so Wong
too.
Way Driving Academy. Yeah, so that one, we actually just started a class last week, Saturday. And the next one's probably not going to be until maybe November, December time. We're not too sure yet. If that one, we kind of have to go based off of we host our classes at the Moalua Middle School. So we have to go off of them.
The school schedule.
So that one is in person.
Nice.
And that one, the schedule will also depend on what the school allows us. Sometimes if it's during a break, we can do it, straight 6 days, like Monday through Saturday, right? And that would be usually from 8:30 to 1:30. Yeah. But if we're not doing it during a break, we have to do it every Saturday. So it'd be like 6 weeks of Saturday. So the next class is not scheduled yet, but you can go check out Wong Way Driving Academy to see, just kind of stay updated there. So if you subscribe, you can go to either of our websites. If you just look up Wong Way Driving Academy or Wong Way Real Estate, you'll be able to find our websites there and then subscribe to our websites.
I can imagine, like, there was one scene in the Planes, Trains, Automobile with John Candy and what was that comedian? Steve Martin. And they fell asleep and they flipped around. They was going the wrong way down the freeway. And then the people on the other side was like, "You're going the wrong way," and they're like, "Well, what? I don't know what these people are crazy."
Do you show that in your school?
You should show that clip. You're going the. Then they're like, "I don't understand what they're saying," and they're like, "You're going to die." You do any of that to your students?
We haven't shown that one. No.
You should be that way. You're going the wrong way. Do you yell at your students? You should yell at them. Make them real life.
No.
That would be the parents teaching the kids to drive.
That was me, and that's why I happily handed over like the keys and the car, everything to Maddie and his team to help teach my teenagers how to drive. And it was just.
Do you give free blood pressure pills to all your instructors when they get the teenagers in the car? Oh, that should be on health benefit. Give them high blood pressure pills.
Oh no, I don't know if that would help, but yeah definitely. What really does help is having the brake on the other side. So I know that's what kept my blood pressure down.
The brake.
They have their controls on the other side.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the difference between parents trying to teach the kids and a professional like Maddie.
I bet you if the auto manufacturers had one of those, that parents would buy that model till the kids turn 19 or 20.
No.
And then you got to buy them again when you're driving your elderly parents.
No, you just hire Maddie and his team to teach them how to drive safely.
Well, hey, let's always remember, kids out there, people wanting to learn how to drive, it is a privilege, not a right.
Yes.
That's what I always remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Any last thing about the real estate school, because that's what we had you on the show for. Real estate school starting again. When is it starting? Next class?
September 2nd. Yeah, WongWayRealEstate.com. Check us out.
Yeah.
Referral code Team Lally, and you'll get $50 off of the class. And
sign up today.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, sign up today, and thank you guys for always being such a huge support to us.
Yep.
And we look forward to helping anyone who's listening get into the career of real estate.
One more tip. You're gonna be working all day, and then you're gonna be taking to school at night. Pound some Monsters, some Celsius, 9 cups of coffee, but not too much. But pay attention, take notes, be present, and you have a higher probability of success of passing the course.
Yep.
And passing the test.
Yes.
Oh, here's one thing too. If you don't pass one of the tests, if you pass the, what is it, local and federal, national and
the state,
you can go retake the second part. Don't be all crushed that you didn't pass them both one time.
But you know what? If you go to Maddie's school,
you probably will.
Yeah, he'll have you prepared.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you, Maddie.
Thank you. Mahalo.
All right, so that's the Wong Way Real Estate School. They got a class coming up September 2nd. Use the
Team Lally
discount code.
Yes.
What's the discount code?
Just Team Lally, and you'll get $50 off.
Yeah. Anyway, and then always check. Our radio shows are, once they've played and been recorded and uploaded, they're always on our past shows are always on our website. All right. So again, remind people that we are looking for a listing manager, W-2. This means you get a paycheck every 2 weeks.
Plus bonus.
Plus bonuses.
Yeah.
Health benefits, F45 membership, being in a fun, growth-oriented culture.
Good snacks.
And our office. And, ideally it would be for somebody that lives on the west side, so you don't have to sit in traffic, because our office is located in
they would be doing reverse traffic anyways if you live in town.
Yeah.
The traffic's
going
the
other
out. Way. Yeah, it's fine.
But our office is located in the James Campbell Industrial Park. We have a really nice office. We got fans. Oh, it's super. It's dog friendly. Pet friendly. If you want to bring your dog, armadillo, your cat. What if they had on python? Would you let the python come in the office?
There's no snakes in Hawaii.
No snake. But what if they had a pet python? No, that would be illegal. We couldn't let them on the team because we'd get ratted out.
That's right.
And the rats would be scared to come to the office. Pet rats. So,
join TeamLally.com.
Join TeamLally.com. We're also looking. We've heard.
Agents
so
as well.
we have access to a thing called broker metrics, and that tells us what is going on with the agent movement, and what is the number one brokerage that people are moving to.
They're just giving their licenses up.
They're getting out of the industry.
They're moving to other industries.
Yeah.
They're done with it.
Yeah.
There are quite a few changes that are
happening in the industry.
Yes, that are happening within our industry, and I know that there is some agents that are worried about these changes.
Oh, we're
and
so
maybe
worried.
maybe they're just not fully prepared, but our team is. We're ready. We've been training and scripting, and we've got our documents.
As Churchill said, you have nothing to fear but fear itself. The good news is that, for us, we're busier than all get out. I mean, I don't know. We got 30 to 40 active listings.
And then 30,
working with buyers.
30 coming soon.
30 coming soon. We're busy. I mean, we have not skipped a beat. In fact, we're busier than ever before. And we are teaching agents how to get busy. We have the formulas. We have the pivot. We have the training. We will support you. If you are hungry and motivated, we'll point you in the right direction and tell you exactly what you need to do to be successful. And the first step is go to
jointeamlally.com.
Jointeamlally.com. All right. What else you got, Adrienne? How about the review?
Yeah, I'm going to read this review before we end the show. This one is from Lily.
Thank you, Lily.
This one is for Attilio. Brilliant agent Attilio Leonardi helped me reclaim Kauai property that was in tax foreclosure.
Nice.
That was a good one. Good job.
Yeah. Thank you, Lily, for writing that because, in fact, I didn't. She just called in and wanted advice.
Yeah, and we helped her.
And I stayed on the phone with her for quite a bit and
we met Lily through PSI.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's one of our PSI connections.
Nice. Anyway, it's always fun doing these Team Lally Real Estate radio shows. We're on. We are not on. If you miss it, you can go to iTunes, go to the Team Lally Real Estate Radio Show, and then all our past shows are uploaded.
You can also find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, LinkedIn. It's all streaming every week. And so you can actually listen to it and see Attilio's weird faces that he makes.
I make lots of weird faces. And here's the other thing. Maybe there is a topic or a question you want us to discuss on the radio show. All you got to do is reply back on one of our social media platforms.
Or send us an email, info@teamlally.com.
Oh, yeah, that would be much easier.
Yeah.
Info@teamlally.com.
Check our emails quite frequently.
All right.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for listening, and thank you to our sponsors.
Jody and Derek of Pacific Rim Mortgage.
Bradley with Allstate Insurance.
Kenji, Pillar to Post Home Inspections.
John with Kilauea Pest Control.
Duke with Hawaii Pacific Property Management.
Robinson of Fine Line Paintworks.
Empy with Estate Planning Group.
Jason Wu, Attorney at Law.
Rhino with Hawaii Unified.
Janice of Dreamhouse Drafting.
Fabio with Hawaii Water Damage Restoration.
If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also wait, that's not my line. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, line stealer, call the police. If you want to get a hold of any of our sponsors, just go to teamlally.com.
We also want to give a big thank you to Leah Rodriguez, our producer here in the studio.
Chee-hoo.
Make sure to tune in next week. We'll have an awesome guest talking about something that'll change your life.
Forever. This is the Team Lally Real Estate Show, home of the guaranteed sold program.
If you can't sell your home with the agreed upon price and our time frame, we'll have it bought for cash.
Thanks and aloha!